In the shocking twist episode of Beyond the Gates, the plot takes a dark and unexpected turn when Izaiah and Hayley join forces in a sinister scheme that changes everything. A deadly alliance born out of greed, lust, and the hunger for control. The episode centers on their secret plan to poison Hayley's wealthy husband, Charles Remington, a man known for his influence, arrogance, and ruthless business dealings. What begins as a quiet rebellion soon escalates into a cold, calculated act of murder that gives Izaiah and Hayley access to Charles's vast fortune and binds them together in blood and deception. The story opens with Hayley sitting in her luxurious yet emotionally suffocating mansion, staring at her reflection in the mirror. She looks beautiful, but her eyes are hollow. Her marriage to Charles has long turned into a nightmare. He controls every aspect of her life, from her finances to her movements, and his emotional cruelty has left her drained. When Izaiah enters her world, everything begins to shift. He's bold, younger, and unafraid of Charles. What starts as a dangerous flirtation quickly becomes an affair charged with both passion and vengeance. Izaiah, however, is not just motivated by love. He's calculating, opportunistic, and sees in Hayley's misery an opportunity to rise. When Hayley confides in him about how Charles keeps his entire fortune in a set of offshore accounts accessible only through his personal security codes, Izaiah's mind begins to work. He starts subtly manipulating her emotions, convincing her that Charles will never change, that the only way she can ever be free is if Charles is gone forever. The episode moves with chilling precision as the plan takes shape. Late one evening, Izaiah and Hayley meet in the greenhouse behind the estate. The lighting is dim, the atmosphere thick with tension. Izaiah pulls a small vial from his jacket pocket, a colorless, odorless toxin he obtained through one of his underworld connections. It's designed to mimic a cardiac arrest, leaving no trace once metabolized. Hayley is terrified, but Izaiah whispers to her that this is the only way she'll ever be free. "You deserve your life back," he tells her. "And we deserve everything he's taken from you." The poisoning scene is a masterclass in slow burn suspense. The next night, Charles hosts a private dinner in their home, boasting about a new acquisition while belittling Hayley in front of his associates. Hayley smiles through the humiliation, playing the perfect wife. When she pours the wine, her hands tremble slightly, but Izaiah, watching from the kitchen doorway, nods almost imperceptibly. She takes a deep breath, pours the poisoned wine into Charles's glass, and joins him at the table. Minutes later, as Charles begins to feel dizzy, Hayley pretends to panic. He clutches his chest and collapses, gasping for breath. The guests scream. Hayley calls for help, performing the perfect act of a distraught spouse. By the time paramedics arrive, it's too late. Charles Remington is declared dead from what appears to be a sudden heart attack. Once the chaos subsides, Hayley and Izaiah retreat to her bedroom, both shaken and exhilarated. For the first time, Hayley feels a twisted sense of freedom, but it's mixed with guilt and fear. Izaiah, however, is calm. He tells her everything is going exactly as planned. He's already ensured that the estate's lawyer has the documents transferring control of Charles's assets to Hayley, and through her, to them both. Days later, the will is read. Charles left everything to his wife, trusting that she'd honor his legacy. The irony of it all isn't lost on anyone watching the scene. Hayley's tears are both real and deceptive. The moment the legal papers are signed, she officially becomes one of the wealthiest widows in the city. But what no one knows, not even Hayley, is that Izaiah had planned for this from the beginning. Through his manipulation,